Whether or not it's an election campaign, transit is always a top priority in this city. Getting more built, keeping things running at the top of the agenda. That's why politicians will always make promises about what will someday happen with very little progress along the way.
I think you'd be hard-pressed to find another time in the history of the city when so much transit construction was happening.
John Tory using a provincial Metrolinx backdrop to make a campaign stop announcement to try and further along plans for transit in the city, touting the Scarborough subway extension as evidence of construction on a project started, albeit fewer stops than originally planned.
It is great to see it is actually getting built.
8 years ago, the main piece in Tory's election platform was a transit expansion plan he branded Smart Track. 22 stations along existing rail corridors, still non-existent. How can we believe that any of this is going to get done when Smart Track hasn't come to fruition?
Well, the approval has been achieved now by all three levels of government once again to build 5 new transit stations, brand new transit stations, separate and apart from all the projects I've talked about this morning.
For future, the talk is about LRT extensions into Scarborough as well, promised by his main competitor in the last election, and now in the planning stages. Also for more transit along the waterfront, already talked about for years, with nothing but condos and business towers being built.
This was not announcing anything new. There was no vision, no answers about how will the mayor try to increase ridership, how will he tackle the budget shortfall facing the TTC. Instead, it was a list of past accomplishments.
The group TTC riders point at the Scarborough RT to be decommissioned next year, and how delays in transit plans have led to people already being left behind.
What measures will he bring in to improve commutes for the 35,000 Scarborough RT riders who will be taking shuttle buses for at least 7 years?
At least until the project Tory stood next to on this day is done, well into the future. If other transit projects are any indication, just look at the Eglinton Crosstown. Originally set to open 2 years ago, it is yet to be complete, with very little chance it will be in operation before the end of this year. Mark McAllister, City News.